This is ridiculous. How dare they make me carry my own bags? This is servant shit. What are you... what are you doing in here? Get out of my room, freak! Oh, wait. Oh, no, 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 no. Hell no. Are you kidding me right now? I've got to go and check with the professors about this. There is no way I'm spending the night with you. Yeah, I gathered that much, dumbass. When they said I might have to bunk with someone, I thought it was a joke. I didn't think they'd actually make me double up with someone, and, by the grace of Satan, they did. I didn't think it would be with you, of all people. You don't have to tell me the damn feeling's mutual, you idiot. Look, I'm gonna go sort this mess out. This wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to be on my own. I'll be back shortly to collect my bags. When they find me a new room, don't touch my stuff. I swear to God, I'll kill you. This is actually fucked. They aren't changing our rooms. They're forcing us to stay together. Can you believe this? Apparently, the room I was supposed to be in is being renovated, and the room you're currently in has the largest bed. So, can you believe this? They're making us sleep together. I swear to God, I'm gonna burn the damn college to the ground for this. What? What do you mean, make the most of it? What the fuck are you saying? Are you honestly accepting this as reality? I thought you hated me as much as I hate you. Whatever happened to the feelings mutual? Yeah, that's more like it. I can't have you amending your stupid ways on my account, now can I? This doesn't make any sense. Oh my God. I might try and approach the staff at the hotel if I protest hard enough and I mention my father's name. I don't know. They should be reasonable. Hopefully they'll free up some space by kicking out some lower class fool, giving me their room because I deserve it more than they do. I suppose you're right. They're already well aware of who I am. So, this genuinely must be the only option. They're probably terrified of what's gonna happen when I tell people about this place and my experience. I know I would be. By the looks of things, the hotel is severely overcrowded. I bet that's because every other college is on a field trip to this museum. And I bet that we're all here at the same time. How poorly organized. What a sick fucking joke. I'm not an idiot. I don't need you to tell me that. I know it's because of the grand opening. You shithead. Even a shithead like you could agree that they could have organized this better, now that this has happened. Is this going to be the worst night's sleep of my entire life? I'll probably have to sleep on the floor like a dog. Ugh, how repulsive. Actually, no, 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 no. If anyone's gonna sleep on the floor, it should be you. Now, what are you doing with that? What the hell are you doing, you little freak? Don't you dare throw shit at me. If you do that again, No, 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 no. Are you fucking crazy, you little psychopath? That's a lamp. Just because you're used to wallowing in your own mess all day doesn't mean I am. I bet. You can't even afford that lamp. If the hotel charges you, what are you gonna do? Get away from me. Ow. Get the fuck off me. What is wrong with you? You know what? Screw this. You win. I'll be the one who sleeps on the floor. I'll be out in the hallway because there is no way I'm sleeping anywhere near you. Then, just for the record, I'm glad my family bought that pathetic little business of yours and gutted it. You all deserve to lose it for being a bunch of goddamn animals. You know what I'm talking about. You hate me because of what my family did to yours. But you know what? That's what makes me and you different. That right there. That is the very reason I am superior to you. I'm not better than you because I'm richer, or because I'm smarter, or because I have a better social standing. I'm better than you because I'd never judge you for someone else's actions, regardless of if you're related to them or not, or if your family ruined mine. I wouldn't blame you for it. This is why all poor people have such a shitty way of life. Because you have such a crap way of thinking. You simply just hate everything and everyone for your own lack of power, especially those above you. Don't play dumb. That's obviously why you hate me, isn't it? You hate me because you despise my family, or at least my father, for buying that little business your family used to own. Your parents built that place from nothing. And then, unfortunately, due to debt and the cost of living rising and all that stuff, they had to sell it, and unfortunately, my family changed the whole place. Because of that, you have it out for me now worse than ever. But you've always hated me for years, haven't you? Even before all of that. I guess that's just jealousy, though. What do you mean it was because I was always an asshole to you? I was never a dick to you, you idiot. I just spoke the truth. Whenever I had something on my mind, I aired it. Isn't that a virtue to always speak the truth? I never bullied you, so don't be ridiculous. I, you know, if anything, those times I spoke to you, if ever I was, merely commenting on the fact that you need to try harder, you know, be more, and eventually then you'd fit in and do better in life. You might even make some friends. How on earth is that bullying? You should be thanking me. I'm actually more surprised that you didn't learn any of that from being repeatedly called a loser. If you really think about it, I'm just saying, try harder to become a winner. How did you not see that I was helping you? Look, I'm sorry, okay? Maybe I was a little hard on you. But I wasn't intentionally trying to cause you emotional damage. I was just airing my opinion. It's not my fault. You can't take criticism. Stop being so fragile. If I haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But then I'd never speak. That was a joke, okay? Because, I'm never satisfied with anything. Whatever. Look, let me ask you something. Have you calmed down now? You're not going to throw any more of the hotel's property at me, are you? Fantastic. That's very reassuring. Okay, look. If it's all the same to you, I don't like you. I know you don't like me, but after what you've just said, I don't think we like each other because we never took the time to understand each other. I don't think we ever thought to say things from each other's respective perspectives. Now, as much as I'm sure we both enjoy leaving this room as enemies, and I'm pretty sure we still will, I doubt that's convenient for either of us long term. And I guess the most pragmatic thing to do while we're trapped here is to just work things out and come to an arrangement. You know for a fact that's not what I'm insinuating, dumbass. We don't have to become besties, and we don't have to kiss and make up. We just need to talk and work things out. come to some kind of understanding, and then we can happily never speak to each other again. What do you think? You've wanted to do this for years. Then why didn't you air your ideas sooner? Why didn't you just take the time to approach me and say what you wanted to say? Why didn't you ever just sort things out? You know what? I'm not arguing over this. Before you say anything, I'm just asking why you didn't if you hate this feud as much as I do. Then why? Because of the same reason I didn't do the same thing for you? I didn't have a reason to sort things out. I never had a reason to talk to you. Oh, wait. That's what you're saying, aren't you? You didn't have a reason to sort things out because I didn't give you a reason or a chance? It would have been nice to come to an arrangement to stop all the fighting to respect each other, but we hated each other. So why should you why should you take the time out of your day to eat humble pie and try to help sort this whole thing out when I wouldn't do the same for you? Okay, I understand now. Okay, right. Whatever. What's done is done. Well, how about you let me go first? How about you let me just say what I have to say and then you can respond? I'm just gonna sit here. Well, this bed is comfy. I'll give the hotel that much. I'm sitting on the bed. What's it look like I'm doing here? Come join me. Oh, don't give me that look. We'll hear each other a lot better if we're facing each other. Let's just be adults about this. Right. Okay, then. So, if you let me, I'd like to go first, and then afterwards you can tell me your side of things. Well, I mean, you can go first if it means that much to you. I just thought, I... Whatever. Stop being hard. I'm going first. So, my issue with you has always been the fact that you hate me for being me. I can't help the family I come from, and I can't help being who I am. I shouldn't have to pretend to be less just to appease you. And yes, I'm rich, and yes, I have a better life than most, but why should you look at me with such hatred for that? Of course, I'm going to assume it's jealousy, and of course, I'm going to fight back. I hate always being known as a bully because of people's inability to accept the fact that I'm better than them. Whoa, 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 wait, it's not your turn. You're supposed to wait until I've said my piece and then you can retort. What? That right there is why you hate me. What do you mean, that right there? I haven't done anything. What are you talking about? You're always thinking I'm better than everyone else. But I don't always think I'm better than everyone else. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I am in some ways. Well, I am in most ways. But I don't flaunt that. It's just who I am. I'm just... Oh, oh. I see now. Okay. I guess I do think I'm better than everyone else. But it's just that what everyone says, it's not like I have a huge hubris or anything. I just... That's what everyone tells me. It's a fact. I always have people come up to me and want to be my friend because of who I am and because of my wealthy father. I always get treated like I'm better than everyone else, so... Of course I'd believe it to be true. It is true. So, what you're saying is I've been brainwashed into thinking I'm better than you and your friends? By my friends? But it's not just them who say stuff like that. Even the teachers have to come up to me saying how impressive my lifestyle is. I've never once. Uh, I. Um. I. I think I might actually understand. Oh my god. I'm starting to feel kind of fake. If you'd allow me to express my analysis on the situation, I think you might be correct. I think I'm the one at fault here, which I'd never normally admit to often, so don't tell anyone I said that. But I think you might be right. I think I've allowed myself to believe that I'm better than you. To believe that I'm someone to be looked up to. I think because of this, I've taken it upon myself to criticize people I perceive as well, or criticize people my friends perceive, I should say, to be lower on the food chain than me, thinking I have the authority to tell people how to live their lives because of my social standing. I think my lack of empathy also made it so when I did criticize, I mean, when I did berate you, I did it in a really cruel way. Instead of saying something polite like you should work harder in class or you should dress better, I just call you a loser or a dumbass. But ultimately, I shouldn't have said anything at all because I'm not perfect. I'm not higher up than you. I'm not higher up in the food chain. I'm not better than you. I guess you were right all along. If I don't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't have said anything at all. This is kind of like really hard to process for me. I'm a little overwhelmed actually to suddenly see what I've become over the years. It's upsetting. Really do understand why you despise me now, and for all that it's worth, for all that I've put you through, please accept my sincerest apology. I'm really, really sorry. I was a bully to you, and I will be more kind in the future. You have my word. Excuse me, hold on. No, this is the issue I have with you. Even though, for once in my life, I actually realized how much of a dick I've been, and, for once in my life, I actually apologized for when I've done something wrong. You don't even give me a single shred of respect for that. You don't even give me the benefit of the doubt. I'm sorry, okay? I was horrible to you and I was cruel. But you're becoming the embodiment of hatred itself. Look at you. You won't even let me fix things. Seems like you've gone back on your word. You'd never wanted to sort things out. Peace was never an option, was it? My apology can't make up for the past 2 years. Yeah, that may be right, but nothing could make up for the past 2 years, really. Could it? It doesn't matter what I do or how much I apologize. What's done is done, and at this point, all you want is to hate me. You don't even want to try to, not hate me. Because hating me gives you a purpose. It's what you identify as now. Yes, it does. This is all you are now. You're the bullied kid. You're the emo kid who lurks in the shadows and fills their heart with darkness because you don't know anything else. I'm trying to fix things. I'm trying to make you happy, for Christ's sake. I'm trying to make you like me. No, not in that way. Of course. I think that goes without saying. I'm not trying to make you like me in that way. Look, I'm just trying to fix things mostly, as I've said 20 times already. So here. Yes, obviously, I'm holding my hand out because I want you to shake it. Because I'm going to make you a promise. Trust me. Take it. Take my hand. Thank you. Okay. here goes nothing. I promise to be a better woman. I promise to be a person who's no longer looked at as a bully. I'll cultivate a strong heart of empathy within me. I promise to become a greater person than I am now. I'll right all of my wrongs, and I promise to keep my promise. So long as... No, don't move. Because I need you to make me a promise as well. I need you to promise that as long as I keep my promise, you'll spend time with me. Now, I know that sounds crazy, and I know that isn't something you'd ever want to do. But if you spend time with me, I'd want to act like an autocorrect almost for me pointing out when I'm being a bully, because then eventually, with your help, I'll become the woman I should be. You know? No, you're the only person who can help me with this. Simply because you hate me the most, and you'll notice every little detail. You've noticed every little detail over these past 2 years. You know me better than any of my friends ever could. Now, I'm not asking you to shadow me, and I'm not asking you to, join my friendship group. I'm just asking that you spend a little time with me every now and again. Every so often, just to help me out and point me in the right direction. I know you can do it. That's a damn good question. Why should you do all this? Well, I'd understand you're turning your back, especially if there isn't an incentive involved. But just so happens I have an incentive up my sleeve. If you do this, if you help me out, I promise I'll make sure your family gets the settlement they deserve, and I'll even push to get their name back on the place. Yep, that is absolutely correct. And yeah, I definitely can make that happen. I do promise, in fact, I swear on my name, that I, Anastasia, will make my family answer for what they did to yours. So long as you accept my terms. So, do we have an accord? Excellent. Ironically, we began this conversation in the hopes we'd never speak again. But somehow, I think we'll be doing a lot more of that in the future. Minus the throwing objects at each other, though. Hopefully we can leave that part out. Hopefully. Yeah, I guess. Right, so I suppose here comes the next part. Arguably the most difficult part, I'm afraid. The sleeping arrangements. I suppose I should sleep on the floor. I mean, I'm not used to it. But I can try nonetheless. I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh, well, that's very sweet of you, but no, I should be the one to sleep on the floor. Thank you, though. Well, obviously that's a joke. I mean, you can't truly be serious. I don't think we could sleep in the same bed for obvious reasons. Because, I mean, it would be extremely awkward and, well, uncomfortable. Especially for you. I mean, like, I don't know, we'd be sleeping together, and that's very intimate to do with someone, and I'm probably the last person in the entire world you'd want to do something intimate with. So, I mean, yeah, we can't, can we? Well, I suppose so, yeah. I mean, I did say we're both adults, so we shouldn't have any hang-ups over something so fucking mundane, like being close to one another or sharing a bed. Right. Right then. I guess it's settled and we'll be sleeping in the same bed tonight. I'll just go ahead and get ready. Unfortunately, there's 2 bathrooms in here, which, come to think about it, is a very weird-ass layout, but this is a 5-star hotel, so I'm not complaining. I'll see you in a little bit for bedtime. Hey there. I'm all sorted now. Are you ready to? Dude, I don't know about you, but that toothpaste tasted. God, oh my God. Holy shit. Good Lord. That's what you wear to bed? Of course I'm covering my eyes. You're practically wearing nothing. It's practically see-through. I mean, dude, you're naked. Okay, well, you probably still want me to, avert my gaze, so I'll just try to get into bed without looking. I'm sure when the lights are turned off, that'll remedy this whole situation. Oh, I can I can look at you if I want. Okay. Then I'm gonna stop covering my eyes now. But you're you're extremely you have great posture. Mm. Yeah, well, yeah. Great posture. Let's go to bed then. What do you mean I look flustered? You're obviously teasing me. Oh, I would never look flustered, especially looking at you. You're not my type, so don't flatter yourself, honey. I'm not getting defensive, you're just picking on me. Oh, I just realized how the tables have turned. Who's the bully here now? Okay, look, I may be like a little bit flustered, but anyone would be seeing you like that. You're putting words in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, obviously, you're not the worst looking person in the world, and I mean, I reckon that someone out there, not me, but someone, maybe a few someones out there that would probably call you gorgeous. I mean, like attractive. Oh, shut up. Uh, I refuse to discuss this anymore. Come to bed now and turn the damn lights off. This conversation has nothing to do with our agreement. Yes, I know the agreement doesn't mean I could boss you around, but just come to bed. Okay? Quit it. You know what you're doing. Shit. This is pretty damn comfortable. Hey, before we sleep, can I say something? I'm actually really grateful for today. I really appreciate you agreeing to help me out. Thank you so much again. I'm glad you're glad. I guess everything played out as it should in the end. Maybe being trapped here with you was meant to happen, I guess you could say. I'm sorry, what's that? You want to ask me something? Of course. Go ahead, I'm a pretty open book, all things considered. Damn, that's a pretty personal question. You don't pull any punches, do you? Especially when given the fact we're both laying in a king-size bed in the dark. But, yeah, I'll bite. No, I haven't, actually. I've never cuddled with anyone in bed. Yeah, I know. I've had my fair share of boyfriends and girlfriends over the past couple of years. What are you, keeping score or something? No, but seriously, they never really led to anything more than a kiss or a half-assed date. They were mostly just for show. I can't honestly say I love them and they didn't love me. Yeah, you're actually right, unfortunately. It's a pretty lonely way of dating. There's no doubt about that, but after tonight, I'm starting to realize a lot of different faults in my life and the way I've been living it. Before, I considered it perfect, so I'm definitely not so sure now. I wouldn't have seen anything wrong with going with people based off their social standing rather than if I love them or not, but I don't think that's that great, actually. Would I ever like to experience cuddling someone? Well, yeah, I think so. Fun fact, I read somewhere that holding someone or being held while you sleep is actually very beneficial for your health. Whether it's with someone you love or not, it's just like an innate sort of caregiving thing. Well, I guess all the questions make sense now. do, do you want to try cuddling? Are you crazy? You hated me a few hours ago, barely staying in the same room as me. I don't really know where this is coming from. Are you thinking clearly? You can't use that as an excuse. You only found that out like a second ago, and you wouldn't have known if I hadn't have told you. I think you want to cuddle me because it's a prime opportunity to experience being held without any commitment or anything. You're in the same boat as me. I mean, like, you want to try it, but you haven't got anyone to try it with? Yeah, I must be right. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, I thought I was right. I just, I don't know. I don't think we should. No, of course not. No, that doesn't have anything to do with how you look. That's not why I don't want to. Like I said earlier, you're gorgeous. You're attractive. And some people may think you're gorgeous, but I. Whatever, look, I've perceived you to be attractive, okay? I've made that as an observation. It's got nothing to do with my personal emotions. I'm just, like, stating that for the record. I'm not opposed to the idea of cuddling you, etc. Just, well, what we should do is just go for it and see how it feels. No one will ever know. And like I said, it's good for our health. So, I'm gonna move closer to you now. Okay. I'm just gonna, and if you wanna, you know, move over, move your body, because I'm gonna lay on your chest. Hmm. Yeah. That's it. This is cuddling. Feels so nice. I mean, just generally speaking, it feels really nice. Not, the act of cuddling with you in particular. I'm just saying, okay, yeah, you understand. Yeah, I totally agree. This doesn't feel awkward like I thought it would. It just feels right, you know? People should cuddle more often like this because it's just, it's just nice. Well, I guess we better try and sleep now. Are you definitely comfortable like this before we might pass out? Not that I care or anything. It's just, I don't want you to move too much in the night. Good. Uh, yeah, I'm so happy to hear that. Feels amazing to me as well. I love it. I mean, like, yeah, it's really nice. It's very physically satisfying. Well, good night. I hope you sleep well. And thanks again for today. Again, I really appreciate it. Yeah, well, With your help, I'm sure I'm gonna succeed. I really, never mind. Good night. Sweet dreams.